Hello guys, this is Bob. We're back for another NBA 2K17 in my career. And today guys, we'll be playing the said Detroit Pistons. And today guys, I'm playing the game number 48 out of the season. Guys, if you like the video, smack that like button. And so, let's go ahead and try to get this thing started.
Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, Stan Van Gundy remains one of the most demanding coaches in the league. Dwight Howard played 5 seasons for him.
At times, a contentious relationship between Howard and Van Gundy, but you see the respect there, sir. B.A., thank you. And as we get to the beat of the season, the rookie wall starts to loom. Chris, did you feel that rookie wall hit you your first season in the NBA?
No, I didn't. I actually felt the rookie wall fall on top of me, Kevin. I mean, it was so long of a grinding season. College was only about 30 games. The NBA, oh man, 82 games, and you're flying, and you're practicing. It's more than anything you've ever done. Plus the age difference and maturity physically between you and your peers. And so it's definitely something that you have to get used to. And hopefully you have great teammates and some great trainers that can get you to that rough period.
Great points. All filled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Check out who's on the floor for Detroit. On the wings, Caldwell, Pope, and Harris. Andre Drummond is out there with John Lewis. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against Miami.
They could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good. And to do it on the road in front of a hostile crowd, they maintain their poise. They maintain their focus. It's awesome to watch.
Here's Lure. That one a little long. Seeing a quick start here for the Celtics. It's a 5-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
How about the athleticism on display defensively in that win? Yeah, they swatted away a ton of shots. Relentless mindset. Protected the rim well all night.
To the middle. Cloak loose. On the wing, Harris. Dishes it to Drummond. Will it go?
To get fouled and still makes it, so he's going to get to go on
try to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you have to do better than that if you want to keep Drummond from getting to the bucket. He is just relentless whenever he gets the ball in a favorable spot. One thing that Drummond might not get enough credit for is his play on the defensive end. He's very strong, not only at blocking shots, but keeping players from getting comfortable and keeping them out their comfort zone. It's hard to set up in the post when you got a big man like that. And they've taken 4 shots and made all of them. Terrific way to start off this one.
Oh, get the steal on it. Driving him on that.
And look at President just punishing the rim.
And you love the ferocity that Prez finished that playoff with. No layups for the big forward.
Oh, driving back in again.
Here's Baker.
Going with the layup.
There's the basket and making a double-digit lead. Baker's got 13.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And finish off by Prez.
You have to love the penetration from Prez. Just absolutely fearless in how he exploits the defense.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And finish off by Prez. Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today. The beginning of this game has had their imprint all over me.
Outside Jackson.
Oh, almost had to steal to get it goes out.
Possession. And looking at the steal numbers for the season, this chart showing OJ's contribution, steals per game by Prez and Justice Young versus the rest of the team.
Well, you had a feeling just from watching OJ how special they are at coming up with the steals. This is just an incredible graphic. You think of all the easy points that this team has generated off of turnovers and steals, and a huge part of that is due to the relentless thievery of Prez and Young.
And Lure kicks to Caldwell Pope. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, it's such a disciplined defender. I mean, Horford with the mobility to get to the right spot and put his size to use. Now, when you watch this Detroit team play, you can't help but think about perhaps one of the most legendary teams ever to play in the NBA, the Bad Boys Pistons. An amazing team that would deliver back-to-back titles to my city of Detroit. One of the toughest teams ever in any sport.
Doubled by Baker. Knocked away. And Drummond kicks to Jackson.
And they go with their own
for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Oh, man, you just have to love how Jackson maintains concentration all the way through. Even with intense defense all over him, he buries these interior shots.
Three-pointer.
Target from outside. And those back-to-back titles for the Bad Boys coming in 89 and 90. One of the few teams, Chris, to get the better of Jordan for a brief stretch of time.
Run on the court, run with that. Layup.
Detroit, I love this team.
As well that assist
This was a team full of characters, and they were all tough as nails. Zeke was the leader, but 1 through 5, and on the bench, everyone would put an elbow in your chest to discourage your shot.
Boston making some changes. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Horford. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Amir Johnson. And it's Avery Bradley in for Jay Crowder.
And you got to give credit to Prez there. Puts forth a lot of energy on both ends of the floor.
Pistons trail by 15.
Only time we get the steal. Drive back down the court. Driving in, going with that easy shot.
That shot missing. And Detroit the other way now. Johnson in the corner. From past the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Bradley on the wing. Covered by Morris.
Layup. Layup out again.
Here's a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
For Boston, they have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
On the free throw, no good. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now the dish to Baines. Passes it to Morris. Johnson against Young. Smith outside. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Prez. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Boston on top. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting. Changes for Boston. Johnson is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Young comes in for Brown. And it's Baker in for Thomas. And a different look here for the Pistons. Lure is checked in for Marjanovic. Harris comes in for Marcus Morris. And Tavius Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Jackson in for Smith. Baker in at point guard. He is out there with Amir Johnson. It's Young. And it's Zeller in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Prez in their last game against the Magic had a huge game. He had 70 points and got it the usual way. An impressive barrage of three-pointers. Very solid stat line for him, and what was a terrific outing. He wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Well, yeah, fellas, we'll see how much he has left in the tank. Will he be exhausted from that last effort or energized by it?
The Pistons shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
The first one falls.
Now, in 2013, the Celtics began their rebuild in earnest. Right away, they made some great moves hiring Brad Stevens from the college ranks to take over as head coach. And also, a terrific trade with Brooklyn, getting 3 first-round picks and the right to swap picks in exchange for Garnett and Paul Pierce.
And Lure drops them both.
So he made both his shots.
And you talk about
And
that
the ball.
trade with the Nets. Looking back, what a trade for the Celtics.
Wow, I forgot about that. Yeah, Brooklyn traded with Pierce and PG was short-lived, and as their fortunes have waned, it's been one heck of a windfall for these guys in green. So many young assets. You knew they had to make some moves just to fit their roster limitations.
Ball's knocked loose. Outside Jackson.
Still with them, call fouls.
Now, we all know Reggie Jackson is as quick as most guards in the league, but that isn't why he's able to get anywhere on the court. He does a great job of keeping defenders guessing with his change of speed. It looks like he's moving in slow motion at times because his movement is so fluid.
And Chris, with Reggie Jackson, he is so talented with the changing of speeds on the move.
And you can't underplay how hard it is to guard a guy who is always starting and stopping. It's a constant guessing game if you're a defender, and eventually you'll anticipate. Reggie finishes so well in so many places. It's a big part of why he's a great scorer.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Does have bounds and still doesn't get a ball, guys.
40 seconds left in the first half. Pistons trailed by 11. Got a piece of it. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. Caldwell Pope kicks to Baines. Olynyk with the steal. Oh, here comes Young. Finish there at the rim from Young.
While not the most polished player on offense, you can bet he will attack the iron.
Biggest ball
For
from
Detroit,
down
they've
court.
gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. Got it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Lure.
I mean, the number of points they scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Berry's
I
out
get
for
to
free
go.
throw. Baker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And
And
comes
it's
back down
great
court.
to see Prez in attack mode, just wanting to shoot the ball every time he's open.
Oh, yeah, I
And
missed
the
it.
first
So
half is now in the
that's
books.
when we have time, guys.
Celtics lead by
The score's going to be
14.
38
And now
to
we'll send it over to
24.
David Aldridge,
We're
who is
winning
standing by
team right
courtside.
now,
David.
but I think they'll come back and get ahead in this game. I don't know. But guys, I'll come back to you once they start in the third quarter.
Keep it up, guys. We have some good momentum. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels, and now they're playing like they're desperate. Now stay focused, guys. Let's win this game, go home.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. We're seeing a tremendous game from
So
Fred.
that's going to be starting in the third
He's
quarter.
just
When I
been
get the ball,
terrific. This is
drive
what
back down
they
the court,
needed from
run
him.
up the side, pull
I mean,
that
a
three-pointer.
double-double for the night is awesome.
Yeah,
But
I
doing
missed
it
it.
in one half,
You
he
might
is
have him drive
out-hustling
down court.
everybody.
Does it
Checking out the group for
like
Stan Van Gundy to start the second half.
I get it back to
Jackson and
the
Case and Fear in the backcourt together. John Lure's out there with Harris. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, Jay Baldwin.
Well, guys, one of the players Boston really wanted when they traded Rajon Rondo to Dallas a couple of years ago was Jay Crowder. But since Crowder arrived in Boston, he's been a culture setter. Arriving in the midst of a losing streak, he said, I lost my mind. Coach Stevens went aside and asked him, what are we trying to do here? And Crowder wasn't done. He went to the front office and to teammates. He said, I play to win. Kevin, he'll accept nothing less.
Great stuff, DA. Thank you. And some big names have called it a career in the last few years. We just saw Kobe retire this past season. Chris, when did you know that it was time for you to make that transition away from the game and officially retire?
I knew a couple of years before I actually admitted it. You know, I battled injuries basically my whole career, from dislocated shoulders to ankle injuries to, of course, everyone knows about the knees. And so for me, I was just trying to play every single moment I could in as many games as I could. So don't really know when I realized it, but it didn't matter, because whenever you realize it, you don't want to let it go.
Chris, so often we'll see one play in a game that seems to change the mentality, the momentum, the feel on the floor.
Nice job, Orange Juice. Hustle up, take a seat.
For it, you're trying to speak it into existence.
I just said that right here, guys, in the third quarter. Just said that in the third quarter.
40 seconds left in the third. Pistons trail by 9.
Sometimes for, you try to steal it.
They get out. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Seconds left in the third quarter. Jackson in the corner.
My man was for that too.
Detroit, no hit that time either. Celtics leading by 9. Here's Baker. And it's busted with another.
This has been an amazing display, a true crowd-pleasing performance for him. I mean, it has helped get this team the lead.
Baines dishes to Jackson.
It's close, but didn't get on balance.
Let's try and get the freaking one for 2 shots.
The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. The free throw drops for Jackson.
Oh, and Jackson is not just a terrific shooter, but a fantastic defender as well, using his great speed on both ends.
Rez with the ball. Got it off in time and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Celtics up by 10. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter under. Let's listen in now to head coach Stan Van Gundy from a few moments ago.
We got to keep closing now. We can't just give guys shots, hold to the ball, get our...
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Pistons trail by 10. It's stolen by Fred. He's in at the point. Johnson is out there with Kelly Olynyk. And there's Avery Bradley. And it's Young in at the shooting guard. That's the Boston 5.
When France gets ahead of Steve, he's looking to flush it. What an amazing athlete.
Chris, you're looking up and down rosters all the time, and you always notice the guys that keep teams together, the glue guys. They may not be the stars, but they're important players. In that regard, who are some of the better glue guys in the NBA now?
Well, let's just look at the last year's playoffs. I mean, you got to look at a guy like Boris Diaw, who plays so many positions, come in and score 24 yards, not score at all, and still stay valuable for his team. A guy like Draymond Green that not only plays defense so well, but does so many other things so well offensively, keeps his guys rallies, gets them together. And then how about Steven Adams just being a terror down there in that post, holding it down for the big fellas. Those three guys come to mind.
Great perspective. He misses the free throw.
Now, he might not be known as Mr. October, but Reggie Jackson does share something else in common with his namesake. They both are clutch. Jackson has hit big shot after big shot in his career. He relishes the chance to make that deciding play.
And Chris, I think you're right on the money when you say Reggie Jackson is looking to take that big shot.
And that's the exact mentality you want from a player who's going to take shots in the clutch. Make or miss, they have confidence, they want to be in that moment, they embrace it, he knocks it down.
Back to Drummond, Pistons passing it around. Jackson home and he draws the foul, chance for another point at the free throw line. Rez picks one up.
How about the muscle from Jackson on that play? Even with the contact, he knocked the bucket down easily.
Celtics making a switch here. Crowder's checked in.
One shot.
That's good from
He makes
Jackson.
his free throw, guys.
Celtics leading by 10. Here's Baker. Lays it in without a pinch of room around him. Baker's got 45 points.
You have to love how Prez stays the course despite getting roughed up a bit. An extraordinary effort.
Here's Jackson. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Baker, no good. Pistons trail by 10. Caldwell Pope kicks to Jackson. Knocked loose. And stolen by Prez. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. From the arc. And he's good on the free ball. Baker's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And Prez is an active player, clogging up passing lanes with his quickness. And his defensive instincts are remarkable.
Launches the three. And again,
Get it to
still in the
go.
triple.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
That's tipped. Jackson is the open look. Detroit, no good that time either. Celtics leading by 16. Fires for three. Baker, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And it's on the bottom of the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Marcus Morris is checked in for Tobias Harris.
Hey, way to put the squeeze on him, guys. Bring it in, let's talk. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we wanted more than them.
It's how to coach defense. It's safe to call it his calling card at this point.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Got a piece of it, and it's on a power for the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
Their ball.
Poked away.
Get the steal. Drive back down the court. Run over here, pull that three. And I get it to go.
Off the fast break. Baker's got 54 points.
And I love seeing the speed of Perez really gunning it down the floor there for the easy shot.
Get the steal. Drive back down the court. Run over to the side, pull that three-pointer. And I get it to go.
And they came out smoking here from beyond.
Well, no one is stepping up and making them beat them off the dribble. Until that happens, they'll continue to burn you from there.
Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball.
But he is solid.
So true. Everybody needs a perimeter player who can deal with those strength matchups. Crowder is physical. He doesn't back down from anybody. He's a difference maker.
Looking at it out there now for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Horford.
I get the ball, guys. Drive back
For
down the
Amir
court.
Johnson.
Run over here, pull that
And
three.
Levin to sub in for Crowder. Baker with the bucket.
Well, that's because he prides himself on the unselfish play. Making the right play there, moving the ball to the open man.
Zeller against Marjanovic.
Target the steal.
Smith outside. Pass to Morris. Back to Smith. Lets it go from 11. That one wide left.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off the
Fast,
going to end up
as a
blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And these guys already with 45 wins on the year, so tonight will make it 46.
And once they polish off this one, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Prez. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And I get it to go, but I got fouled. Thomas got to free throw line for one shot.
Really, Prez is out of this world. His ability to knock down these tough shots despite
Now
the
I'm making my
contact,
first one
that's
from
what
the
makes
free
him so
throw
special.
line, guys.
And turnover in the league, we're seeing it right now. A new
There's
commission,
one
a
back
new
now,
director
guys.
of the Players Association. Chris, new owners. Do you like the way things are going in that regard?
I do. Basketball is in great hands, and thanks to our past commissioner, and I think that, we have great leadership, and we're continuing in the way that we were going, and that's basketball for everyone. And I love watching the game expand and evolve and continue to grow.
So they saw the
Here are
ball.
the Pistons with the ball.
And now back on the court.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Prez.
So
Finish
those
off by
easy 2
Prez.
points.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Well, they have to be pleased with their play here today. You can bet the fans are pumped as well.
And stolen by Self. To the wing of the left.
Put that
Here's
3-pointer.
Baker. And
And I
again,
get it to
still with the
go.
triple.
Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now thanks to that last little spurt.
No, that's the nail in the coffin. Call it a game.
Tipped away.
Oh, I'm getting still. Pull up that
Top
3-pointer.
of three.
And I get it to
You
go.
can't guard this guy.
For that buzzer beater.
Every shot he wants.
So guys, I have 72 points and 20 steals. That sounds pretty good stats. Guys, I don't know what the score is, but if you saw it last, you know that we walked out of this game with a big W.
Yo, Steve.
What's going on, Prez? Ernie and the guys in the studio want to talk to you.
All right, let's get it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Prez.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Kenny. I mean, that was one of the most dominant performances I've seen this year. I have to say that. It was incredible. Now, how'd you get in that kind of zone?
Look, man, I don't need anything to get in the zone. All right, no pep talks, no extra reps, no calls to my psychic madams or none of that, man. Cause I'm always in the zone, Kenny, and that's why I'm the best, man. Look, if you don't agree, peep my stats tonight, fellas.
Did you just say you have a psychic?
Come on, man. Everyone's got a psychic, Kenny. Shh.
Well, that's news to me, man. Let's go, man. Great job. See you later.
Hey, Shaq, you don't have a.
No, he doesn't.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly...
So guys, this is probably going to be the indie episode right here. Unless there's something else to show us, I don't know. We'll wait to see, and I'll come back when it is all done loading.
Yo, D!
I'm back.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
You made it, huh?
Yeah.
Whoa. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing my weight vest, man. I'm on another 10-day contract, and they ain't gonna cut me this time. I'm telling you right now. I'm here. This is mine.
All right.
This here, mine.
That's what I'm talking about.
So guys, we just got told that Denver got re-signed for probably another 10-day contract. I think so. I think he just got signed for another 10-day contract. I don't think it was for to play for the team again for a long time. So guys, if you're new on my channel, please subscribe. Like this video, smack that like button for me. And guys, be looking to it either tomorrow or maybe a little bit later tonight. I might do a live stream on doing some GTA 5. Might just go around doing stuff, you know. So just check that out for me if you want to. So guys, that's going to be it for this episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys next time, and goodbye.